Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday, March 25th. If I'm talking weird, it's because I have this plastic stethoscope in my ears and a skewer of fake shrimp right here. If you're wondering what these little props are, I'll get to that in a minute. Thank you guys for being here. Let me take off these props for a minute. That brings me to my first point. Today, I have set a personal goal for myself. A lot of you know that I encourage you guys to set goals all the time. And today, my personal goal for this YouTube live session is to minimize the times I say during our time here. So if you could watch for my hopefully you don't see very many. I'm trying to keep those to a minimum. So good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I hope your week is treating you well. Thank you again for logging on. See, I just can't stop myself. The first thing that we're going to talk about is our norms. Once again, I'm going to go over them quickly. A lot of you, it's your third day logging in, and I appreciate that. It's good to connect with all of you. Our first norm is to be appropriate. This is an academic setting. There are some parents tuned in. There are some counselors, I think, tuning in. Yesterday, our principal, Mrs. Barber, tuned in. So make sure that your comments and the way that you handle yourself and present yourself are that is appropriate for an academic setting. Okay, the count can stop now. I should see, this is what happens when you say your goals out loud and then there's this sense of accountability. That's what helps us get closer to reaching our goals. Okay, the next thing on our agenda is, so our norms, going back to our norms. Be appropriate, be respectful, and engage, which all of you have done a really good job at doing so far. So the first thing on our agenda, again, our agenda is down in the description. So if you want to follow along with that, you may. If you get lost or you tune out or you daze off for a minute and you've lost what I'm talking about, you can also go down and refer to what's listed in the agenda. But the first thing is our question of the day. So today's question is, if you were forced to choose a career in the medical field, that's why I had the stethoscope on, and this little fake syringe here. Choose a job in the medical field, any job. It could be anything from a doctor to somebody that works in the hospital, elderly care, nursing homes, anything that has to do with health. A research scientist looking for a vaccine for some kind of virus. Ring a bell, today's world. Or a career in the food industry. Which would you choose? So here are your choices. The medical field, medical industry, or the food industry. Now, if you don't know what the food industry is, it's all of the jobs that help put food on our tables. So it can be anything from agriculture, the farmers, the people growing the food. It could be retail food sales, meaning maybe owning your own restaurant, maybe being a chef, a waitress. There are a lot of jobs in the food industry, and it's an essential industry for our society. Here are a little bit of facts for you. The reason I picked these two industries is because they are being very, very, very impacted in both good and bad ways by this coronavirus right now. As you probably know, all of the restaurants in our area are limited to takeout only. There is no dining options. Yesterday was National Takeout Day, I think, where we were encouraged to go support our local businesses, which is an awesome thing to do because they're really struggling at this point. So the food industry, now don't check my facts too closely. I did a quick search on Google, and as of 2015, which is 5 years ago, there were 10 million Americans that were employed by the food service industry. That's a lot of people. In the healthcare industry, I found a fun fact. 1 in 8 people in the United States is employed by the healthcare industry, some component of healthcare, 1 in 8. So that means if you think about all the people that you know, okay, or are close to, maybe 100 or so, a good amount of them have a job in the healthcare system. So think about that and think about having those conversations with people like that if you are interested in these fields for your future career. Christian, it says, why does the stream say video unavailable? Is it still unavailable? Are you guys seeing me? Yes, good, we're good. Okay, I'll see if there are any more problems. Sorry, sometimes like in the classroom, I get talking and I get excited about what we're talking about and I forget to look over here. Okay, here we go. Also, have any of you ever said, oh, I want to be a doctor, and somebody looked at you like, okay, that's a lofty goal. Well, I want you to know that in the United States, there are over 1.1 million doctors. That's a lot of doctors. So being a doctor is not as far-fetched or unattainable as one might think. Hi, Miss Rangel. I'm glad you see me. I wish I could see you. Okay. Can you guys just say yes right now if you can see me? I see somebody says no on our school accounts. It doesn't work. I hope you can all see me. And my fun little medical field props and my food service props, some shrimp, some ribs, a little fake steak. These are just a few little props that I stole or I borrowed from my son. Don't tell him because he probably wouldn't be too happy about it. Fun fact, my son, he's 2 right now, and 2 of his favorite things are to play doctor and things like this and act like he's in the medical field, and he also loves to cook. So Santa brought him a Mickey Mouse barbecue for Christmas, and he also wears this little cute apron. Aw, everybody say aw. And he stands at his little plastic barbecue and acts like he's cooking us dinner, which is really cute to see. So yes, this is what he cooked last night. All right, moving on. Agenda item number 2. So for my AB students, I know I have a lot of avid students on here, but for AB, today, if you are following the day-by-day schedule, you will see that you have 2 items to conquer today. And the first one is you're going to log on to Common Lit. You're going to go to the Common Lit app through Clever. The assignment has already been assigned, and it is an article titled Raindrops Break the Speed Limit. So kind of fitting for today. It looks like it's going to rain pretty soon. So do those raindrops actually come down fast enough to break the speed limit? You're going to find out as soon as you get to Common Lit. You're going to answer the guided reading questions as you read the article using our close reading skills. Those first read, those essential things that we do every time to understand a complex text. And then you are going to do the assessment questions. Remember, we are aiming for accuracy. So let me go back to the chat here and see if there are anything that I'm missing here. I love that somebody loves shrimp. Okay, it only works my home account, not my school account. Okay, a lot of ahs. Sweet little boy of mine, huh? Some of the questions on the Pear deck weren't showing for me yesterday. Okay, Lena, that's awesome. I'll answer that as soon as I get to the Pear deck because today you have another Pear deck, another section of history to conquer, chapter 13, section 3. So 1 second. Is it okay if I made my own schedule for the work as long as it's all done on the 3rd of April? Yes, Emma Lancer, we had a similar question yesterday. The question is it okay if I go at my own pace? Again, I'm talking about that long laundry list of assignments and activities that are suggested for you for these 2 weeks, okay, until next Friday. Not in 2 days, but the Friday after this Friday. And yes, you can do it on your own. We just created that daily calendar for students that were a little bit overwhelmed and didn't know how to pace themselves. I hope you get better soon. Okay, so second thing on my 8th grade AB agenda for the day, if you're following the suggested pace, is, like I said, the history Pear deck, chapter 13, section 3. The code is, so you're going to go to joinpd.com. Like always, it will ask you for a code. The code is Z as in zebra, F as in Frank, C as in Carlos, Z as in zebra, and I as in ice cream. Type that code in and complete the student-paced Pear deck using the text. So what I would do, like a lot of you always do, you have a split screen on your computer, you have the chapter 13, section 3 text on the side, the active Pear deck on the other side, and you're referencing the text to answer the questions and complete the activities. Now, in some of these Pear decks, like Lena asked, there are questions and links to videos and things like that. we all have different internet situations. We're all logging in from all these accounts, and things can get messy. So if for some reason you cannot access a slide, or there's some kind of oops in your Pear Decks, just skip the slide and continue on, okay? Don't let it halt your day and stop your productivity. All right, let me see, catch up on the chat here. Somebody said Miss Wetzel. I don't know. Yes, I can type that code in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is zfczi. Again, that is the Pear Deck code. The code is on the daily work thing on the CUSD website. Thank you, Lena. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. Okay, so that is that part of the agenda. We've done the question of the day. I'm going to scroll up. Did more people say medical, or did more people say food? I just see specific medical. No food industry people here? What is that? Looks like I will have some young doctors and nurses and anesthesiologists to take care of me when I'm old and need medical care. Okay. Are you going to give us any homework on Avid? At this point, my Avid students, your goal and your assignment from me is to keep up and stay organized and stay consistent in the work in your other classes. I know this is a big transition from what we're used to. Again, we're going through these unknown waters. So just please, please, please tune in live here so that we can connect on a daily basis. And then just make sure that you're being diligent in asking your other teachers for help when you need it, and staying up on your work. Okay. Hello, AJ. Good to see you. Okay, Emma B, we are not being annoying on YouTube Live. Remember, I think you just tuned in. The norms are appropriate, okay? We have a lot of people tuning in, and some people have questions that they need to put in this chat. So thank you, Emma B. You can email me, though, if you'd like to be annoying. That'd be great. Avid students, apply for Avid for next school year. Thank you, Miss Rangel. Thank you. Tomorrow, I will be going over registration for my 8th graders. That's a little teaser, if you will, which Miss Rangel and Mr. Reyes have been working really hard on. Again, it's all new this year because it's all digital, and so you might need some help with that. So I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But yes, please, 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 Avid students, if you are planning on continuing in the Avid lifestyle, because it is a way of life, please follow Mrs. Rangel's directions and apply for the elective. Mrs. Wetzel, the Common Lit doesn't show the work for today. Yes, Dason, you can still apply for Avid. Okay, AJ, I'm thinking about this. Why doesn't it do that? Can anybody else access the Common Lit? Okay, let's wait for an answer. Let's wait. You should be able to. Emma B, are you saying yes, it does to Common Lit? Okay. Okay, so Emma B, you can. Okay, so I don't know if, who asked that? AJ, you couldn't access the Common Lit? Make sure that you're logged in through Clever in your school account, your Active Directory, and it should be logged in because you're in the same class as Emma, so if she can access it, you should be able to access it. Zach, man, you cannot access it, but Dason can, so you guys are in the same class too. I will go and check my best, but again, if you're having an issue, just email me one-on-one. It looks like most of you are being able to access it. Well, all I had to do was switch to the library. Okay, so I think you guys are problem solving and troubleshooting, which is a good thing. That is a skill that you will need for the rest of your life. Okay, last on the agenda is our challenge of the day. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Mrs. Barber and Hayden C. from my 6-7 AB. They were the only 2 people, this kind of hurt my heart, you guys, the only 2 people that accepted my challenge and went on to my Flipgrid, which is in the description, and kind of made a video explaining the positive impact that the coronavirus has had maybe on their lives or those in their community. Hello, Mr. Cheney. Hello. So today, I am really, 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 really encouraging you guys to not only accept my challenge, but then to follow through and post something in the Flipgrid. I know some of you aren't comfortable, again, with videos and people seeing you and stuff, but I want to say this. What have you got to lose? Look at me. I mean, I'm in my Mickey sweatshirt. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to make a comment. As I've been finding stuff to show you guys and think of what we're going to do here on live, I've noticed that we're really like a Disney family. Like we have a Mickey barbecue, a Mickey skewer. Now all of a sudden I wear Mickey clothing. Like, who have we become with this little kid running crazy in our house? But I guess it's fun. So pretty soon I might have a Mickey bumper sticker. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Okay, back to my challenge for the day. Let me just catch up on these, unless it's mandatory. Okay. If you can't go on Flipgrid, I totally understand. It's not mandatory. But if you are completing my challenges and you want to do it in a more discreet way, you can always email me. I'd love to hear from you and tell me how you completed that challenge or what you did or your thoughts on that. I'm here, guys. I'm on my computer all day long. I'm here for you. So I'd love to hear from Neith right now, because my mom texted me this morning and she was like, Savannah, you have to see this guy. I'm so inspired. You need to tell your students about him. And this is kind of where I got the medical industry and the food industry idea, because there's this doctor. His name is Dr. Elvis Francois. No, not Francois. I practiced this 100 times before I got on. Francois. Say that 3 times. Dr. Elvis Francois. And he is a well-known doctor. He happens to have an amazing voice. And he is in the news right now because he recorded a video of himself singing the song Imagine in his scrubs, in his whole doctor description. Once we log off of here, I'm not going to read it to you, but he's a super inspirational guy. There's a story about how he was mopping the floors in Gap, the clothing store Gap, to make extra money while he was in medical school. And somebody made a snarky comment to him like, oh, you want to be a doctor, you better keep mopping, or something like that. It's written down in the description. And he used that as motivation to overcome and to keep going and to actually see his dreams come true, which I'm lagging. Oh, okay. You guys are interrupting my inspirational challenge right now. Okay, my son is at daycare right now because I have to come on live with you. See? But hopefully on Friday I'll have him here. I'll have him come live. So no, I'm not going to show my son right now. Okay, Emil Answer, you saw this doctor? Yes, he's all over the news right now. So his whole thing is, I put his Instagram handle. Is that what we call them? I don't know. I'm trying to be cool right now. I don't know if it's cool. I put his Instagram handle in the I keep calling them comments, in the description below. So if you have Instagram, you can search him up and just look at his post. Every post has like a purpose and some meaningful kind of motivational experience that he kind of has built on in his life, and it's awesome. So Dr. Elvis Francois. Look him up. See how he's inspiring people during this time. And my challenge to you is, now I want you guys to have fun with this. You have a lot of time on your hands. Please entertain me. I need it right now. Is to go to my Flipgrid after you've thought about music, bringing people together in this time and inspiring others to do good. All of those things, those good, happy, butterfly kind of feelings. I encourage you to get creative. I don't know what it looks like. This is kind of like in my classroom when I tell you guys there is no right or wrong, but please do something to kind of challenge yourself to use music, which I know most of you guys love and are obsessed with. Use music to inspire people. So maybe that looks like, I don't know, you singing. I know I have a lot of choir students that love to sing an inspirational song for us. Maybe it is a lip dub or some kind of music in the background and you make some kind of movie to it. I don't know. You guys are good at this. A TikTok? You guys are dying to make TikToks with me all the time in the classroom. Why haven't I seen any on Flipgrid? Come on, people. I need you. We're in this together. So that is my challenge. Again, it's a Mrs. Wetzel special. It's not very clear. That's because I don't know how creative you guys can be. I want you to surprise me. All right, let me catch up on the comments really quickly. Disney Plus. Please say it's mandatory. It's mandatory. There you go. You're welcome. The challenge is mandatory. Wink, wink. All right, here we go. How are you, Miss Wetzel? Hi, Malachi. I'm awesome. This is the highlight of my day. Like some of you know, when you walk in my classroom, it's the highlight of my day. Well, this is the new normal. So I'm glad you're all on here. I did the dance till you're dead 10 hours and I haven't. What does that even mean? I don't know. Can't sing. Okay, well then get creative. Think of something else. How could you make something inspirational to share with others during this time? Yes, Emma B, I know. So I better see a TikTok of you soon. Noah, good to see you. I'm doing great. No TikToks. I would love to see an animation that you're working on. Mrs. Wetzel, remember when I made you do that one dance? Yes, I do, Lena. I remember that very well. Can I do a dance till you're dead on Flipgrid? I don't even know what that means, but if it's appropriate, sure, go for it. I'd love to see it. All right. What movie should I watch on Disney Plus? Mackenzie Wright, don't be wrong. You need to go and accept my challenge and make some kind of inspirational, motivational, musically inclined video and post it on my Flipgrid. Mrs. Wetzel is a boomer. Okay, Danny. Danny, good to see you. What is a boomer? I don't even want to know. Okay, here we go. Can I do it, Miss Wetzel, with the Dance Till You're Dead? Priscilla, put the music on for me. Again, I don't know what that is, but if it's appropriate, go for it. Okay, so these comments are kind of getting away from us. Are there any real questions that you guys have for me right now about anything life, school, work related? I will wait a few minutes. I'm glad to see that you guys are all still yourselves and having fun. That makes me happy. I think I got everything on our agenda. I stopped myself from saying right there. Are you proud of me? Why is like for you staying home, Mrs. Wetzel? I think you meant to say, what is it like for me? Do you mean like what does my daily schedule look like or my daily routine? How can you make mac and cheese? Read the box. I haven't got an email. I don't know what I have to do for it. What does that mean? What happens if you don't finish all the work? We are encouraging you to finish all the work. That's all I can say about that. Amy D, hi. Okay, so Mackenzie Wright, I talked about the Avid elective. When I jump off of here, if you want to go back and rewind this video, I had some students ask about that, so you can watch that. Are the lives going to be on the weekends? No, Hayden, I'm going to take some time for myself, maybe stay in my sweats, and I'm going to save the lives for Monday through Friday. We should all sing a song in the chat. Lena, that's amazing. See, this is where creative moments come from. But how would you do that? Oh, this brings me to another question. There is this platform called Zoom, and it's kind of like Google Hangout. It's kind of like a FaceTime, if you will, and teachers are using it where we can all actually interact with each other with the cameras. Would you guys be interested in Zoom? Meaning like we could all speak and the cameras would flip to our different cameras and we could actually do like a mini lesson. I could walk you through something on the agenda. We could do it together. Would you guys be interested in a Zoom? Oh, Miss Jones is doing it. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading these comments. Okay, yes. Okay, I didn't know if you guys, the way you're treating my Flipgrid, I was thinking that you guys were all camera shy. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is my homework for the day. I am going to go figure out Zoom. And again, we will have to abide by our norms and we will have to be academic and have fun. But, oh, Miss Brown's doing it too. Oh, your mom uses that. Okay, Zach. Okay. My mom uses it because she's a teacher. Okay, Noah, good. My dad's mom dog has Zoom. What? Javen, sing a song for your teacher and classmates to send to Pop. Yes, please, Javen. You sang for our class on that one Friday. Please, 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 please get on my Flipgrid and post some of that goodness. Oh, my ABN. Okay, well, guys, I feel like I'm late to the Zoom party now. I thought I was all cool with my YouTube lives, and okay. Well, that gives me something to do this afternoon. I'm going to be researching Zoom and figuring out how we can do it. And then maybe, Lena, was it you that said we should all sing a song together? Maybe we can do that on Zoom. It's just got so much more fun all of a sudden. All right, guys. As of now, oh, Priscilla and your violin, that was not embarrassing. That was amazing. And I hope you're practicing your violin all the time while you have all this time. I want to go back to school. This is more confusing. I know, Malachi, it's hard, but you know what? We're learning from it. And when it's all said and done, we're going to be better people because we're going to have all these new digital skills and digital awareness. And then we can go back to doing what we've always done, the classroom. Believe me, I went to my classroom yesterday and it was kind of sad. It was like, boom, and then they were gone. So, all right, guys, I'm going to log out. I'm actually missing a meeting with my fellow 8th grade AB teachers right now, and I'm sure they want some of my wisdom in that meeting. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to log off, and school has less distractions. Yes, that's true. Okay, guys. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of you being here and tuning in. It really does make my teacher heart happy, actually my heart in general. I will be back on. Tomorrow is Thursday, 10 a.m. live. If you have some friends that you know have access to a computer, please encourage them to log on. It's fun. It makes 30 minutes go by really fast for some of you that are bored. So I hope you're enjoying it, and it's so good to see all of your names in this chat. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.